the plan working and get focused on this market.
Morning, Scott. Can you hear me?
Hey, I can hear you, DVG.
Right on. Good morning, 44 Trade Nation. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Some interesting news over the weekend. Obviously, cryptocurrency on an absolute tear right now. You see that in MSTR, you see it in coin, you also see it in those Bitcoin futures, along with all the different altcoins. So it's a big move. FOMO for sure. I would say, err on the side of caution a little bit, but make no mistake, there is some optimism in that space right now. Also, some word about drones, etc. So I'm looking to see if names like AV, see a little bit of hype from that. We're actually seeing it up pre-market here, up almost 2%. So watch that for an ancillary move. Palo Alto Networks announcing their split, 2-to-1 split. So we saw a little bit of a pump on that this morning. Typically after splits, you see kind of like, I'm going to call it the split hangover. So I'm going to see if there's any kind of selling or if it's an opportunity for people to buy it. So that's kind of a 50-50 trade. Also watching Costco this morning. Obviously, they reported earnings, kind of mixed sentiment, right? So people were, I think it was a good report, bad report, kind of inline report. And we saw a pretty exuberant sell-off first thing in the morning on Friday. So we were able to take advantage of some of that move, but then we immediately got snapped out of that trade. So I'm going to keep an eye to see behaviorally what it does this morning. If it starts aiming lower, again, I have a price target around that 965 area for it to aim at. Let's see if it actually will get there. So with that, we do open in about 17 seconds or so, but good luck, trade safely. I'd let the market open just a little bit. We are opening at all-time highs pretty much on the Qs, which is 53317. So watch that level to see if we continue that breakout and push higher.
Okay, here is the open right now. Okay, so let's let it open up and let's watch and wait here as we have direction right out of the gate. And what it's telling me here is higher. The market wants to go higher. We'll wait and see. Any type of pullback could be bought on some of these stocks, like in MU this morning. I'll get into this stock right here at 105. Let's wait for it to pull back just a bit here this morning.
AV, nice move here at the open. I'll wait. Also watching Palo Alto Networks, PANW, likely going to be my first short of the morning. I'll go long here, AV.
Perfect here. Should have taken the 105 here, but I'm going to wait just a little bit. AVGO off to the races here. VRT, very low volume. Keys even worse, so we'll take VRT here. We'll put VRT right here. What's up with AV?
Okay, I'm going to short Palo Alto here. Then I'm 197.
Watching MU below 105. VRT now down a bunch, yeah. Okay, MU 105. MU 105. I'll be taking this stock here. MU 105. I'll post it here in just a second here. MU long 105.
I'm going to short Costco here in a moment. 988 is where I have it.
Watch MU 105. Target's going to be 106. Probably 105.50 I'll add. Okay, I'm long this stock. Good morning, Carlos. Why are you picking on Costco this morning, DVG?
I just want to see if the move continues.
Yeah.
It may not happen, which is fine. But good news is Palo Alto Networks working brilliantly. AVAV also slow mover on those two, but keeping an eye also on Microsoft to see what it's doing at this
Look at
448 level.
AVGO.
Be an
Wow.
opportunity to break
Oh,
out. I'm also watching Tesla here at 44250. It could be an opportunity to short a bit.
target 105.50. I'm going to add here on MU. Yeah, NVDA. I thought about it right in the morning session here. It's just a with the news. I listened to the news this morning. They weren't really applauding it too much, and away it goes. Okay, next trade here is going to be a long on MSTR. So MSTR, we're going to go 420, 420 long MSTR. Small share size on this one to start, so we can get the direction right.
All right, watching
You're
Tesla
probably
at
going to get it for less now
44250.
that I see.
Okay, watching Tesla here. I'm going to start shorting Tesla 44250.
Okay, I'm going to go 418 here. 418 MSTR. Stock is going to make my day or break my day.
Here comes Costco.
418 MSTR. Watch the entry here.
Watching Meta now as well. Big break now on Nvidia, guys. Big break. Down to 131. Okay, no entry on Tesla. I wanted to see it overshoot me, so that's fine. I still like that 44250 level, but who knows? Right now it's breaking out. Like it stopped out of Palo Alto here as well. Coin looking great.
Those of you that are in the MSTR trade with me here, we're full share size now above 420. Target's going to be 422. 422. Again, this stock is going to make me or break me today. $422 target. There we go. 422, big time move here on this. 422.07 out 3/4 of the trade. Snap it off, man. Wow. What a nice move, MSTR. What a great move on MSTR. Yeah, that was a big cash register ring right there. That's a 4-point move on a full share size trade, MSTR. Wow. Wow. So good here. Now we just need MU to pull through for trade number 2, MU. I'm going to hold on to the couple hundred shares here, MSTR.
I missed the coin trade, unfortunately, but it's all right. AVAV now breaking out. Getting my short on Tesla ready at 44250. It's sitting there. For a quick breakdown on Tesla, if it happens. That's huge breakdown
Wow.
now on NVIDIA.
Keep going, MSTR. MU looking good here now. Full share size 105.50. Target 106.
Watch the cues. We hold these all-time highs. By the looks of it, it looks like we are. If you break below 44250 on Tesla, I will hit it for full share size, but I don't want to buy these all-time highs. It's breaking out. I might have missed that run up. That's okay.
MU. Huge move now on MU. I'm going to come out of this trade here and I'm going to take everything off of MU at 106.11. I am out 106.12. I'm out of the trade 106.11 right here, right now. MU, beautiful trade here. Another full share size trade. That's 2 in a row. And MSTR, I'm coming out of all shares right here on the MSTR trade. Let me gear this one up here. I'm going to come out 425 right there, even 425 out. All shares MSTR. MSTR MU, 2 trades, 2 winning trades to start the day.
Nice.
And here we go. Happy Monday.
Very nice.
This
I
Tesla
don't think we're going to
DBG,
get it on Tesla.
easy breakout here.
Yeah.
Easy breakout here.
PanW, I'm going to dump it here in a moment as well. Small loser there.
AV
Qs
looks
now,
great too. I'm going to look
breaking
for
out.
that to pull back. Good job, Jonathan. Very nice.
Look at Tesla go. Wow. Unbelievable. Where's the top?
Wow, look at MU. I came out of it all because I thought that was it for the top, but I was mistaken. Great move. Great move. Now just looking for a pullback so I could re-enter here.
Guys, big breakdown on Meta now. Watching it. Also Microsoft at 447 level. Still in the PanW trade, but not for long. We'll see. If I see Costco under 988, I will hit it again. Maybe I get a better entry on Tesla. 446 maybe. Yeah, let's do that. And if not, I won't touch that stock for the rest of the day. 446 short. I'm moving the Tesla up. I saw a big, the reason, if you guys are asking, I saw a big sell imbalance this morning. So wondering where they went. So we're in Tesla now. We got under 445. I'll hit it for some size. Let's see what we get. And W about to add probably here. Get a break under the close. Right around that 44250 level for Tesla is what I'm looking at. So I'll probably take a partial around there.
PLTR, big move down. I'm going to come into this stock as well. Pull this over here. Okay,
Not a
PLTR
huge move on ABB,
7550,
but I'm gonna take
PLTR
it.
long.
Taking a partial on ABAB here. What's the IWM doing?
Watch PLTR, 7550 entry here. PLTR. Target's going to be 76 to the add, and then 7607 full share size. So let's see. We got to get over 76 first.
Come on, Tesla. Looking for at least 442 for the partial. And then AVAV, I just got where I wanted a 162 print. So I'm going to wait for this candle to finish over 162 and then I'll take a partial. Still watching Costco. If it breaks out much more, I'm going to have to dump it. But guys, here comes a partial on Tesla. There we go. Close enough. 44267. I'll take it.
Wow.
For a
Nice.
partial. Now I'm
No
looking for a
trade
bigger
PLTR.
breakdown.
I'm going to go
Maybe all the way down.
70. I'm going to go
437 maybe.
75.
Here we go. Watch Tesla here. Have to get paid on it. Let's go. I'm changing brokers. I don't know what's going on with this thing this morning. Unbelievable. Oh. Okay, Tesla. About to get paid big time. Get a break under that 200. It should just go straight down to 435. But Qs are pretty strong. We'll see. There's that 441 break. I'm gonna probably take a partial in a moment. I'm watching what it does at the 200 EMA. It's about $1 away, so I'm gonna take a partial here in a moment, guys. Meta's at like a 50-50 level. Does it snap lower or break out like turn and burn? We'll see. Guys, taking a partial here on Tesla.
PLTR. And anything under 440, I'm going to jump into Tesla long right when DVG comes out of here. Let's see if we get below 440.
There goes Meta. All right, I'm short Meta 623. I'm worried we're going to see Pretty decent sell-off here. We'll see. Tesla now down at the 200. Let's see if we actually snap, to the close. So about 4 more points will be where I take my next partial. If it happens. If it doesn't, that's okay. We got paid on the way down. It totally could bounce here, though. If it's going to bounce, it's going to be right here. AB, got our partial. Happy, banked it. I don't know if anybody took that trade with me or not, but
PLTR getting rocked. Okay, I'm going to take a chance on PLTR right down here. Not going to bottom feed, but it's going to look like that right here at 74.10.
all right.
And now I'm
Maybe
going
we
to
get
go
the break here on
74.
Tesla.
Okay.
The importance of that 200 EMA, guys. If you're watching it, we are at it right
Long
now.
the stock
So
PLTR.
we snap on Tesla. I will be looking for at least the close. That's like 437 area. Call it 436 and a half. So if we get it, great. If we don't, that's all right too. But I'm going to wait for the break. If not, we should bounce here. So if we do bounce, I'll just get out of the way, let it do its thing.
74.50. I'll go full share size PLTR.
Moment of truth on Tesla. I really won't. I'm not going to hold much longer. We don't snap to the downside, but because like this is the total bounce area. So let's see what happens. We're seeing 440 hold up pretty well. We're seeing buyers stack up, but I think if they move out of the way, down we go. But that's some pretty decent fighting there. Holding that 440. AV now. Looking good towards that 163 mark. Okay, there's a break under 440. Let's see what happens. Maybe it's an undercut. But if we take that low out of the day, that's a hallelujah trade for me. Very nice. Should we get a little more? We'll take a small partial here.
Come on, PLTR. Don't fail me. 73 will be my stop, PLTR.
All right, I'm going to leave. I've got some decent size on Tesla, so I'll keep an eye on it. But we just took a huge trade on that, guys. Huge trade. Almost 10 points or approaching 10 points by the second. There we go. 9 points now. Big trade for me. Big trade. I'm going to take a partial here in just a moment. Again. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Come on. Don't find comfort there. All right, good enough for me. Good enough for me. That's huge trade for me on Tesla. AV working out brilliantly as well. Can't believe that thing is just taken off. It was anything to do with drones, right? So right on, Trent. Glad you were able to take that. Yeah, AV crushing it now. Feeling good about that one. I just need Costco to fall apart. I mean, this is right around the entry I wanted it to be at. And then Palo Alto is a 50-50 trade. So I was hoping for the breakdown. I wasn't paying attention because I was watching Tesla. And now I'm kind of red on the trade a little bit, but that's okay. Guys, look at Tesla. This is awesome. I mean, I shouldn't say awesome, but it's working out. AV now ripping. An unsung hero trade. Gotta love those. Gotta love those. That's what I'm talking about. Now I'm letting the rest run. I'm gonna take a partial here in the 165 print, just to bank something. But we still have decent size on that thing. Let's see it run.
30 cents to go before stop loss is triggered, PLTR.
All right, guys, be careful on the cues. Seeing a little bit of resistance, a little headwind at this 534 level. So if you are long, it's going to take a nice push and we break out. I would say it looks like it wants to, but this could be a potential double top for the morning session before we see some more activity. The only reason I say that, Microsoft pulling back, Meta pulling back, Apple pulling back, Tesla pulling back, but this could be an area for people to start buying. So if we see a big abrupt push to the upside, which we're seeing right now in the Qs, then maybe we just take off. Guys, we are up. AV. Wasn't expecting that much out of it. I'm up over almost 6 points. Oh, 5 points on our way to 6. Unbelievable. Look at this move. Wow. Wow. Hold on for three green, 1 red. See you all tomorrow. Right on, Jonathan. Cool. Yeah, I'm still waiting on Costco to make a decision. What I'm worried about is if a big stripe pushes like $3 up, then I'm going to be hosed on that trade, unfortunately. But and then Palo Alto Networks, kind of the same thing. That initial drop in the morning, I'm telling you, like that, I should have paid myself there. I would have if I seen where the price was. I just wasn't paying attention. I was looking at some other trades to get into. Lesson learned. Lesson learned. Right. I was looking for like a 196 payout. Yeah, take at least a
Okay,
point off
hopefully
of
here
there.
comes our PLTR trade now.
Microsoft turning around now, looking good. Wow, look at the Qs. Qs are nonstop. Nonstop. SPY getting a little weaker. Let's see. Let's look around. I meant to talk about Google this morning, but coulda, shoulda, woulda. I was looking at Google as well, but ended up in these trades. Tesla really piquing my interest. I really wanted to get in at 44250. Saw a ton of liquidity show up at that level, like even pre-market. We were able to get a 446 entry to limit my, if it continued to upside breakout. Definitely a risky trade, but glad it worked out. And it could easily turn and burn, new all-time highs, 450 plus. Even the Qs are getting pretty strong here. All right, I'm taking some off AVAV again. 0 risk now in that trade. 100% profit on it. You gotta love it. Scott, I think Frank has a question about Apple 449.
Yeah,
I can't talk about
yeah,
Apple.
my
I'm like
thinking
0 for
here on
8.
Apple today is, I'll put it where PLTR is, and I'm just coming out of the PLTR trade, anything under 73 here, so it looks like we're going to get triggered out perhaps. But anyway, we'll look at Apple right now. Apple's been on a tear this past week. This pullback I still think is viable. There's no doubt about it. I would say you could even go in right above the VWAP line right here. And if you take the VWAP line and move it and take it right over that, you have a chance to add at 249. So yeah, I like the play very much so. We'll put it up here. Let's see, where can we put it? Don't have a little space.
I just took some off Tesla as well right here at the close. Basically on autopilot now. It's expensive stock, expensive trade, but I would argue right now my Costco trade is definitely more expensive from a per share perspective, but size wise, not so much. But we just Tesla alone that kind of made it, but we had AVAV also work in our favor. We have PanW kind of moving against, and Costco as well. But those can turn around for us amazing. If not, we'll get out of the way and bank a beautiful green day for us today, y'all.
Mhm.
What's Google doing? A Pan W trade could be in trouble here. Here comes Costco. Finally. Finally,
There you
finally.
go.
I mean, it's still a red
Yep,
trade for me,
just
but
teetering here
I
with
need
the
it
PLTR
directionally.
trade. We got small share size. We just are bouncing here and or breaking. So be diligent here with your trade. I'm gonna hold on for just a minute. I'll let you know when I come out. Just giving it a little bit of room here.
Q's now putting in yet again more all-time highs, approaching 535 now. Absolute monster move.
Non-stop, brother.
Unbelievable.
Non-stop, right?
Unbelievable. Might be all done with the Tesla trade here in a moment. Come on, Costco. I'd love to see a 970 print somewhere. 979, low 980s. Be amazing on Costco. Right now, with SPY pushing all-time highs or getting close to it, rather the Q's pushing all-time highs. SPY is, 0.5% away. It's a little concerning. Yeah, I'd love to get, I don't know, at least 10 points out of Costco because it's such an expensive stock. Even 1%. That might do it for me on Palo Alto. I'm not going to wait. Just spiked over the session high here. I'm not going to hold on to it too much longer. You know, 390 was a big level for Palo Alto back when it was, not the 2-for-1 splits. That puts it right around 195 bucks. So if it breaks 195, we should see some pretty strong downward momentum on Palo Alto. And the opposite is also true. If we see a push over 400, which would be the $200 mark, then the market has spoken. You know what I mean? So kind of in that 50-50 range for a topside breakout or a failure to the downside. And I would suggest if you're not accustomed to getting ahead of some of these trades or don't want any of that exposure to risk, just wait for the retest. Now, it is typically safer, um, especially while markets are putting in new highs. Won't hold on to Tesla much longer. Again, these were free shares basically, right? So no matter what, we're making money on them. But I don't want to give back. I've already given back what 4 or 5 points. Costco now staring me down, playing a game of chicken with me. What's coin doing? Coin could be interesting here. Still like it up to that 328 level. Let's see what it does right here at this VWAP. 32360, 32360 coin. Try to keep stop loss on it pretty tight.
Yeah, little
What I find
bounce here again. Our entry 74. It's taking a little bit right now, coming down. Look at MU. I'll tell you what, DVG, this is the type of stock that'll drive you absolutely nuts. You know, you look in the rearview mirror and you say, I shoulda, woulda, coulda held on to it. And I missed the Tesla trade. It's going to come in at 440. Instead, I'm stuck here PLTR.
It's not too late. 441, 440. Tesla. I'm going to probably come out of the rest of mine here in a moment. I wanted to see the close get retested. Thought that was like optimistic outlook, and it happened. So we paid ourselves on the way there, but yeah, pretty confident I'm going to get out of the way right here. Anything over the VWAP, I'll dump it. That's going to do it. All right. Bye-bye, Tesla. Just a moment, just a moment. Okay, right here. We're all out the Tesla trade. Might get run over here on Palo Alto and Costco, but I don't care. We made a huge trade on AV and Tesla. So yeah, no, Paul, they had a 2-to-1 split. So the only reason I'm contemplating a short is typically after a split. Not every time. You'll see, like, especially if it's like a 10-to-1 split, you'll see, I call it the split hangover, where people will sell off. So let's say, for example, you got 2-to-1. So let's say we're holding 1,000 shares, then you got 2,000 shares. Maybe you'll dump 1,000 and keep 1,000. You know, but you do that times the float. It's a pretty big number, right? So it doesn't always happen the day of, but it's common. Guys, I'm gonna take some off here of Meta as well. Just took it for 3 points. Cha-ching. But yeah, that's like for splits. It's kind of the trouble there. And I know for like watching the previous price action, 390 is a really big level for Palo Alto Networks, 10W, which puts it at what, 195, right? So we saw it tag 195.50 this morning. And if we break that 390 level, aka 195, I think there's a decent run to the downside open there. Guys, take a look at Meta now. Getting paid. Let's go. Tesla now on the move. Glad we got out of the way of that one. That's so wild. Guys, it dropped down and literally has rallied 6 points off the close. Like it wasn't even, nothing happened. Isn't that wild? So I'm still waiting on Palo Alto and I'm waiting on Costco to break to the downside. With Costco, I really want to see a low 980 rather before I take money off. And for Palo Alto, if I see 196, I'll peel some off. I can't add to a losing trade. I went in full share size at 197, so I didn't really like seeing this bounce here. But if it does move any higher, I'm going to be forced to get out of the way, unfortunately. But right now, I can afford to hang in there. And like I said, if we see maybe a break under 197 or better yet, maybe even the close. So that's 196.62. I may add to that position and then chase the low of day, ideally. And right now I can afford to kind of see that play out a little bit more. Just because we've had a nice
out of
couple
PLTR
green
with a
trades
losing trade here. 2 winners, 1 loser. PLTR not too bad because it was small share size. Two big winners on the full share size trade. Waiting for Tesla on the pullback now.
Guys, Microsoft and Meta now printing new session lows. I'll take some more off of Meta here, and I'll leave the rest for autopilot. Guys, we have some huge trades this morning. Tesla, AVAV, and Meta. All huge, huge trades, guys. Hopefully you guys are able to take advantage of that. Obviously, we're kind of limping around on Palo Alto and Costco. So for those of you trading along today, don't forget to tip your waitress. We'll be here all night. AVGO, let's see what that looks like. Tesla's just a monster. Seriously, I think if you get in here 443, I don't know, 450 target. I don't know. It's got to do its own thing. It's doing Tesla things today. I just noticed AVAV, guys. I'm up almost $7 on a $160 stock. What? Monster.
That's incredible.
In fact, I'm just going to leave baby shares down. I'm not risking any of that. I mean, you could argue it's in like this breakout area, but I also seen like 167 become resistance. So I'm not going to fight it. Pay me first.
Yep, PLTR losing trade for myself. Waiting for Tesla on the pullback here.
I'm waiting for the breakout now on
looks
coin.
great. Congratulations if you're in that.
Let's see if coin can take out this 32360 zone and start to rip. I'll keep my stop pretty tight on coin, to be honest. Oops. Yeah, target on Costco is 970.41. That's target. I'm going to definitely take partials before that, but that would be the ideal payout. This is why I like to pay partials instead of just, waiting for that target like Meta getting paid on the way down. It's always nice. Still waiting on coin. It's not a full lot, but it'd be nice to see that breakdown. Or breakout, rather, sorry. Come on. There it is. Come on, coin. 3, 2, 1, baby. 3, 2, 1. Let's see it go. I'd like to see 326 before I take a partial. I might get it here. In fact, maybe I'll wait for the highest session. I think it's got a shot at it. For a breakout. And I like that 327, 328 level for coin. Now that, Bitcoin's at all-time highs, etc. Guys, check out Tesla. Just turn and burn. Unbelievable. Okay, we're getting some movement on Costco now. I want to see a little bit more fear in there. That'd be great. And it's not a big volume stock, so that's why it's hard to take this one for a big position. But when it moves, it moves. Apple looking okay, hanging out over the VWAP here. I'm still waiting on coin. I want a big push on coin. I'm getting a little bit nervous because
Apple
that
looking nice here
gonna
at
put
249. Just
five.
not moving though.
Let's see what McDonald's is doing. McDonald's out 300. CMG. But hmm. Wow, Nvidia really selling off sharply. Like, is it trying to find footing at 132 or is it game on? Look at AMD even. Wow. Ever since they got that downgrade, this thing is just fell out of bed.
Yep, looking for an opportunity. I mean, MU at 110, perhaps. Let's see if it turns and burns here.
I'm literally going to give coin maybe 2 more minutes to prove me wrong or right. So I'm tightening up my stop on coin because this thing can move pretty quick. So I'm leaving it at 323. So if it snaps below, it'll take me out. Just like that. Just like that. Instantly takes me out as soon as I move my stop.
Mm.
Oh, you gotta love it. So down 60 cents on that trade, but hopefully it doesn't decide to just take off. That would be horrible. All right, Costco trying to defend this close here. I don't like that. I want to see it snap lower. Palo Alto, I think, is on its way down. So I'll wait. Can't add to a losing trade, guys. Rules are rules. And this is the trouble I have with, again, names like Coin, because the spreads will move around. Even at Costco for that matter, is the undercut you like they just did. So I moved my stop loss to 323. Takes me out, undercuts, and then takes off. Like if you guys remember, Tesla did the same thing. When I was talking about, hey, 415.50 printed its all-time high. If we print above that, it's going to take off. Where's the top? As soon as we hit 415.50, we start pushing it around to 417. Then we printed or closed that day at 427, right? But literally, I put in my stop. I think it was like 410.90. It went to like 410.82. Took my share and then took off. So it happens. Frankly, that's just me being a little more conservative. So I'm not upset that it took my shares like Coin is doing now. Um, but you know, you trade to a strategy. That's why you journal. That's why you can look back and understand, like, hey, maybe I should have given it a little bit of a bigger spread. But frankly, for me, I just don't. I don't want to risk it. It's just me. I like directionally get my trade right, get my 4 or 5 points. I can move out of the way, and if the runners get taken out, fine. That works for me. That strategy or that trading strategy works for me. Some people are buy it, hold it until target is reached, which I can appreciate. But in the off chance that target's not reached, you don't honor your stop loss. That can get really expensive really quick. So it's interesting. Like you'll see, like the games are being played big time, big time. I mean, Costco just did it too. I mean, what did it drop down to? 989.13 is now printing a 992. So it bounced 3 points in 3 candles. Now it's a $900 stock, so that's feasible when it's $1.20 spread. But it's trying to mark up levels. Guys, look at Nvidia now. 131 now not holding. This could be bad. Like really bad for Nvidia, actually. I might short it. Problem is like all these levels here, like 131, 132, 133, they're like loved levels for Nvidia. But I don't know. One below 130. You tell me, how low does that go? Palo Alto Networks, finally, pay me. Woohoo.
Apple's above the VWAP, but just sitting here right now. AVGO possibility. See if it gets under that 240, 250 area.
Seth, have a great day. Taking the rest of the week off for your birthday. Right on. Happy birthday, Seth.
Awesome, man. Enjoy.
I'll tell you one thing. Took a beautiful trade on Tesla. I should have just, Scott, as I was handing my shares off, let's just send them to you.
Yeah, right on. I'm going to wait till that 440. I'm going to wait till closer to the VWAP line here.
Nvidia's in really big trouble right now. This is getting really heavy. 130.70. I'll throw them out there. 20-cent stop loss. Very tight. Nvidia short 130.70. We're in, but let's see what happens. I'm going to keep my stop pretty tight. Looking at 131.14. Be my stop loss. So we can easily get snapped out of this. But I think this is the move to retest that low. And if we break, I think we see the 129s. Dangerous, but a quick trade, no less. I don't mind trades like that. He's rolling over a bit. If we break the low of day, I may add to Nvidia. We'll see. Right on, Seth. Happy birthday. All right, I'm going to add under 130.40.
Ciao, Seth.
We will go full share size and see if we can take out that session low on NVDA.
Okay, there's my pick right here, 243 AVGO.
Will you believe it, guys? We are green on Palo Alto Networks now. Let's see this thing completely collapse. That would be great. And if Costco could do the same, I would be elated.
Here's, I will be right back. Give me
Guys, Tesla's about to rip any moment. Here's the trouble with NVIDIA. See that? Broke the session low. Convinces me to add, because again, from a technical perspective, that's the right play, that's the right move, and then bam, it snaps back. And now I might just close the position out. This is why I keep saying they're playing games. So when you look at these technical breakdowns, it's almost better to wait for the validation, even if you're late to the party. Because right there, that break, we should have completely collapsed. So I'm still holding on, but not for much longer. Like I'm now red on this Nvidia trade. Now I don't like it. It's silly. It's a completely silly game. Like I'm not mad at it. It's just, as I'm seeing these new again, we're pattern day traders, right? So the goal is to find patterns. This is what I'm noticing as of late are patterns. When you see an actual, like a beautiful breakdown, a beautiful setup that's supposed to play in your favor for whatever position, long or short, wait for round two of it. And it seems like it would be common to wait for a retest, but like right now, like we've seen days where the top gets taken off and it just keeps going. The bottom gets taken out and it just keeps going. So you kind of were like, well, then I want to get in on that trade. Now they're playing games with like, hey, here's a retest of a level. We should break down, get in, and then they snap you out basically to, play the game, make some money off you. Because I guarantee you, it's not just me that just did that same trade on the video. Guaranteed. Plenty of other people did. Um, and now we're going to be forced to cover because if we're going to cover, it's just going to push the price higher and provide more liquidity for that name when it's been beaten down today. So, you know, I could still hang on, but I'm just watching now the order blocks coming in. There's a ton of buying, and I need to know if that's real or not. So I'm gonna probably give back more than I care to on this Nvidia trade, but it's that's for sure going in the journal. I'm gonna go back and watch the replay too on that. And recall mentioning the thing I'm apprehensive is this 131, 132, eating 133 levels on Nvidia, the big buy zones. So I'm almost gonna dump this. Again, I'm giving back way more than I wanted to on this, unfortunately. I was willing to risk like 40, 50 cents, but this behavior, this snap back up and down, like I'm questioning the reality of that, or if it's simply just people playing games. So if I get anywhere near my entry, I'll probably just trim up. It's about a point away now at this point. This should have just loaded up AVAV, huh? What a huge move. Well, now Costco's playing the same games. So, not out of frustration, I'll just wait a little bit longer, but honestly, like I don't want to be part of the, you know, little tricks that they're playing right now on setups. 'Cause that could be an issue. So I'm going to hold, I'll probably just trim some of the Palo Alto and Costco positions just because I don't want to run a ton of risk. And I'm going to go make some tea in the meantime. But NVIDIA, disgusting. Just, I mean, truly. That was, I'm upset at myself on that trade right now, to be honest. Just because I knew that was kind of the setup. And we have Qs and SPY up high. So to short a name like NVIDIA, as dangerous as it is, but You know, they caught me on a setup. It was a perfect setup. We see the breakdown. We got in our entry just below it. The price action comes to us. Waited for it to break the low of session, added to the trade, and immediately gets snapped into. Like that's a class act move on the behalf of high frequency traders. Thanks for that. So we took a nice loss on Nvidia this morning, unfortunately. So for those who took trade, sorry for that one, but it is what it is. Cue the disclaimer. Um, Amazing trades though this morning. AB without a doubt. I would say the underdog, like the uppercut trade of the day. You know, um, saw the news around drones, etc. I looked at the biggest name in that space. It's ABAV. We took it, decent size right out of the gate. Hit it for a little extra. We took it for what, 7 points? Not too shabby. So we got a little bit, small size there running. Costco losing trade right now. Good.
When somebody asks you DVG, they say, "Hey, how many points did you make at that trade?" And you say 7. It's almost like a like crazy, right? Like who could ever make 7 points on a trade? I mean, it's just. I always tell the story. I said, if you were to give me 1 point a day in this market, 1 point a day, I would take it for the rest of my life. But here we are reeling off. I had 4-point trade, 5-point trade today, and then you had a 7-point trade. It's just crazy.
Yeah, I mean, we did well too so Meta we took for about 3.5, 4 points. ABAB we took for 7 points. Tesla we took for almost 8, 9 points. And then Palo Alto I'm down a point, and Costco I'm down 3 points. So Costco obviously smaller size because it's a huge expensive stock. And I may actually get stopped out. I just printed a 994 print, so I'm gonna see what it does up here. And Palo Alto is now turning against me a little bit, but again, it's turning against me a dollar or a point. I don't really mind, considering we're up massive on these other trades. I think Palo Alto is going to make a decision. If that decision is to move higher, I'm not going to fight it. You know, but to your point, I mean, yeah, you can make a point a day. Let's just say you're doing 1,000 shares. It's $1,000. Not bad living. Not bad living at all. Huge now. New session high. New all-time high. Phenomenal. That might have been the double tap for the session, guys. 10:30. Usually we see selling happen around 10:30. So be careful. If it turns into buying at 10:30, well, then lock in limit high orders, which it looks like it's happening. Now Costco pushing 995. I might be in trouble, guys, on this Costco trade. Don't want to trade out on the spike yet. And the problem with this is it's $1.15 like spread, you know what I mean? So unfortunately will be a losing trade for me on Costco, probably. 996 will be my stop, guys. 996. Smaller share size. Q's unstoppable. SPY now pushing new high of session.
Yep, 243 now on ABGO. I'm going to come
wow.
into this stock here. Long ABGO at 243. Watch it.
Costco getting really close. The tag might, there it is. It should fill here. Come on. There it is. We're out of the Costco trade. That's too bad. In one reach. So we got another losing trade. We had a losing trade on Nvidia. Let me go make some tea. I will leave this Palo Alto position on. And that's a losing trade. Don't mind holding it a little bit longer, but not much longer. Don't want to have what happened to me on Costco happen. Traders, I will be right back.
Come on. I mean, AVGO may just continue to sink here. Tesla having a great day, MU having a great day, as well as Apple here. So we're looking good overall for the market. Yep, no problem. AVGO continues to sink. There's no trade there. No trade so far. A PLTR, nice little V bottom recovery. AVGO, don't know where it stops, but just not going to pick up that falling knife here because you never know how far it's going to go. Yep. Good profitable day. Just 3 trades, 2 winners, 1 losers so far. And looking for an AVGO trade. I'll go 240. I'll reposition this if we get back. AVGO, long 240. Yeah, about an hour and 15 minutes into the day. I don't need another trade, but I'm going to try to take advantage of AVGO, small share size to start, add to the trade. Yep, 240 is going to be my go here on AVGO. We're getting close here, less than $1 away on AVGO. No trade yet on AVGO. Here we go. 240 entry now. 240 entry. MU over 110. Yeah. I mean, I like it now. I like it probably 109 and then add at 110, Rick. No trade AVGO. It's too bad.
All right. Well, good news. Got out of the way at Costco. Good to go. Taking off. We're still in the Pan W short. Waiting on that. We took some off the Meta short, so we're basically kind of free rolling that one at the moment. Started a position in Netflix at 921. I'm just worried that they're playing games all day because again, that should have been the breakdown. We saw it move down ever so slightly. Try to get to the close, and now just see what happens. So if Netflix could take out the close, great, but not too concerned. Nice green day for us, but I'll keep an eye out for some new trades.
All I can say is AVGO is going to probably come to here, start to go sideways, and we may have an opportunity to go here.
Tesla now has room to 456. What a move, Tesla.
Crazy, right? I mean, the stock just makes new highs every day, right?
Yeah, I know. Our buddy Jim, he just has to trade that one stock a day. He's been crushing it. I mean, I don't know if he's holding any of those shares, but man, what a run up. Literally, he just took the baton when I got out right around that 436 print. That's, I mean, anywhere in there 437, 438, 440, 441, even when I got out for those remainders. Like that was a 10-point move from there. Unbelievable. Congrats for those of you who took that trade long. Like for me, I saw the big imbalance at 442.50. We bought up, found that liquidity, bought into it, and then I was like, okay, well, if we're not going to go below it, I'll wait. We got in at 446, took it for the whole ride down. So we recognized that sell order block. It's a pretty big block, so they must have unloaded in that same area, 446 area, and people just bought it right back up.
Well, it's going to go down as another profitable day. That's all. So I'll give it a couple more minutes here. I don't think the AVGO is just a spike. I'm not in the stock right now. 240 would be my entry here. I think I'm going to run out of time before I get it. So.
Q's looking like they want to break out again. Nvidia, meanwhile, can't even get over that 132 mark. So fascinating to see what's happening in these markets. AV, I think I'm going to dump it. I mean, I only have a really small size left, but I don't even want to risk a 2-point pullback on the running shares I have. PanW, Palo Alto, it's 199 level is a big level, but I may dump this. Right now, it's still kind of a losing trade, so I'm not going to trade out on that spike. I want to see what the follow through, just because there's not a ton of volume in it yet. I want to see if it gets maybe another 1 million shares in it, see what it does. And then Netflix, we're down 15 cents, but it was a build anyways. So if we start breaking down below the close, maybe even before that, around, I don't know, call it 920, might add a little bit. And the only reason I'm doing any kind of shorts right now while market's pushing higher is finding the weaker stocks. So look at names like Microsoft now kind of turning to the upside, Tesla turning to the upside, seeing kind of where people are the most favored nations, we'll call it, into 2025. Nvidia, not one of them, but I think there could be an opportunity to buy Nvidia. So keep it on your shopping list as potentially it moves down. I'll tell you what, Tesla got the Santa Claus month, not the rally, the month.
Yeah, it did. It's been on Santa Claus time for a while. Okay, traders, that's going to do it for me. I'm done for the day. 2 winners, 1 loser. Profitable Monday. Hopefully, you've joined us here in the room and have had also a profitable day. We get closer, DVG, to Fed interest rate conversation on Wednesday of this week. Fed meeting starts tomorrow on Tuesday. And then we're going to find out exactly where the rubber meets the road here as we head into next week and then the week of Christmas. So that will be it'll be great here. I've got a green day going. EVG may be very green. Hopefully you all have a wonderful day started here and ready to capitalize on 44 trading here. We're going to come back again tomorrow, do the same thing. I'm looking forward to trading with everybody. We're looking at what 80-90% of our traders, 80% of our traders are profitable today, and that's going to go down as a great day today as we get into the day tomorrow on a Tuesday. So looking like 90%. Wow, awesome.
An amazing day
traders.
for the room. Without a doubt.
Yeah, no question, no question. We've strung a few together here, DVG, so let's continue on tomorrow. Listen, now's the time to be thankful and to call it a day. Take your money and run. We'll be back again tomorrow as we get this Tuesday session tomorrow. Thank you so much for a great day. DVG, thank you for your leadership to Aggie, to Clifton, and the rest of the team. We'll see everybody tomorrow. Everybody enjoy themselves. God bless you all. Godspeed.
Right on, Scott. We'll see you tomorrow. Well, look, it wasn't I wasn't batting 1,000 today, right? So I don't want to make it sound like it's all sunshine and rainbows, right? We had a couple losing trades today, but the good news is, like anything, right? Let your winners pay you and let your losers leave you. And it's exactly what we did. We had a snapback trade on NVIDIA that took us out pretty quick. Good news is, gave back a little bit there. Costco gave back some there. Palo Alto, we're still in it, but it is a losing trade at the moment. AV though, absolutely crushed it. Tesla, absolutely crushed it. Meta, absolutely crushed it. And the good news is, like anything, you can make money in markets up or down, right? So benefit of being a trader is having that discipline. Having that discipline, right? Netflix right now, tempted to add under this 920. In fact, I'll put it under, let's see, 919.70 was the previous. So I'll put it at 919.65 for an ad. We go in favor of the direction. Again, Qs are printing all-time highs, like literally by the second. So dangerous to be shorting markets right now. Recommend that, if you're not long a position already, be patient. Wait for potential rollover, a potential entry, a pullback, right? And for those of you guys who use the 200, keep an eye on Netflix. That's why 921 was my entry. It's right at that 200. So it could turn around and go higher, which is fine. We'll give back a couple points. Small losing trade if that happens, because we haven't added yet to that position. Costco, I give it a little more than I wanted to be honest. I know 994 was the top of the print today, but I was like, well, let's give it 2 more points. It's got a dollar spread, so it only takes a couple hundred shares to knock you out of the way. But no, nonetheless, small losers, big winners. That's what we want. Let me take a look at MU. Rick, give me 1 second. Oops, if I could type. There we go. Oh yeah, right here off the VWAP. I would actually wait maybe for a retest of the VWAP. You might not get it, but if you're going to do it, keep an eye on like what you want to take for profit, what you want to risk. You figure it's about 50 cents to the VWAP, so like 108.50-ish. And then if you look at options change, I don't even know if 108.50 is an option for that. Let's look. No, they're round numbers. So yeah, I think they report this week as well, if I'm not mistaken. I think Thursday, ME reports. I'd have to double check, maybe it's Wednesday. But so yeah, I don't mind it. If you see kind of pre-earnings, a lot of stocks have been selling. But MU, if they look anything like Broadcom, AVGO, you saw what happened there, right? Grand slam earnings. All the runners on base came home. Yes, that's another baseball analogy. No, I don't play baseball, but a good one nonetheless. I mean, they really knocked it out of the park on AVGO. So, I would say be mindful of that. If you're willing to risk 50 cents to the downside, and you're willing to take 80 cents to the upside, maybe $1, MU possibly. If it were me, maybe wait till that 108.50, see what it does there, and then maybe a small undercut and then take it long, but it's just me. Cue the disclaimer, Rick. You know how it goes. Good luck on that one. I do like Microsoft here. Right off the view up, right off the 200, 44750, magical number. So if Microsoft can get above that, I think it maybe takes off. And there it is. There's Netflix waking up. See, this is the issue with it. So people are seeing that, algos are seeing that at 200 EMA, right at 921 level, and you saw what happened. We saw, basically 2 big buyers come in and buy it up $1 and change, but it's got a 70 cent spread. This is why we have a small share size. Also, it's a $900 stock. But I'm going after some of these bigger names today that I normally wouldn't go after, frankly, because I'm wondering how many people are going to start to offload some of these big names to buy names like Tesla or Microsoft or Apple, right? If you can, let's just say you have one share of Netflix, you could go buy 4 shares of Apple times fill in the blank, thousands, millions of shares potentially, right? So, was part of the plan today, but I also wanted to see behaviorally, like, Palo Alto, for example, with a 2-to-1 split. Right now it's over its 200 EMA. I'm not feeling great about it. I'm feeling actually kind of, maybe more bullish, but maybe this was a push before they sell off. And so that's why I'm holding on. We're down about a little over a point, but that one kind of hurts to hang on to, but it's okay. Like sometimes you just got to let your trade play out. I didn't want to see anything over 200 bucks. See anything over 200, I'm done with that trade for sure. And that'll be a decent loss if that happens on Palo Alto. But I am watching Nvidia like a hawk right now because this might be the retest where we initially should have entered on the breakdown to the downside, assuming Qs can roll over and the SPY does. But I don't know. SPY Q is pretty strong, needless to say. And you've got the SPY right now approaching. So 607.91, 608.20, 608.48, 609.07, kind of the overhead highs to keep an eye out for. Yeah, so Rick, to your point, I mean, I just pulled up MU again. So we just dipped right around there, 108.60, right? So maybe we get that subtle undercut. Your 200 EMA is just right around 108. So if you're going to start building a position maybe here, I don't know what you want to risk on something like that, but I'd keep an eye at the overall sector as well. So keep an eye on Nvidia, keep an eye on Qualcomm, maybe Geo, AMD, see what the chip names are doing. Obviously, MU does report this week though, so if it's going to pop or rally, maybe today's the day. You see Nvidia playing games? Unbelievable. At 131.50 area, nasty. Just giving it up there. There's that retest now. Now it should break down. Now we should see the 920s, or sorry, 120s. Sorry, I'm looking at a bunch of different stocks right now, but snap under 130, you can count on, I don't know, 127 and a half. I'm not sure if it'll happen today. It's down already 2%. So maybe find some buyers around 130, but I have a feeling Nvidia is going to start poking those 120s here in a bit, and I may have missed that trade, but second chance. I don't know. After we got taken out the first time, I'm not going to fall for the game again. Those of you guys who are long Tesla still, I'd be keeping it on this 556 level. That's where, throw some fibs around, look at levels. 556 is a level though. 55625 is actually what I have. So if you're long, make sure you pay yourself. Cue the disclaimer. What did we just hit there? 556.23. I'd say that's pretty darn close. If we get over there, if we get above that, then it's a new breakout on Tesla. It means you're basically breaking the fibs. We're still in Netflix, but small size, no ad. Got a tiny bit left in Meta. I don't know if it gets over 623 again. I'll probably dump it. Not feeling too great about these short positions right now. Nvidia though, I don't know. I do like I mentioned Microsoft over 44750. We're there now, but I think it's going to help push the Qs higher. There it goes. Literally right as I was talking about it. Isn't that funny how levels work though? I said 45625 on Tesla. We got to 45623 and magically instant selling. Does it mean it stops there? No, but that's now we talked about it. What was it? 449, I think, when it first got up there. I'm like, hey, it's got room to 456 now. I don't know if you guys remember that, but Mark says Nvidia keeps going up and tapping the 20 EMA on the 5-minute chart. Data up. Yep. Yep. Keeping an eye on coin again, watching this 321 level. Well, we missed Microsoft. We'd be up a point right now. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. I think Microsoft's got a real shot at breaking 450 now. Tempted to take it, actually. Let's see if we actually try 44750 again. I don't think it will. We retested it 1, 2, 3, 4 times, 5 times. So we'll see what the Qs do. And Nvidia, I'm really tempted to nail full share size here to the downside. Keep an eye on coin, this 321 level. See what it does to the VWAP. If it hits VWAP, pulls back to 321, find support, might turn around and take off. All right, for those of you who are bullish, watch the SPY right now. Needs to hold 606.40. Needs to hold 606.40. If it doesn't, I think we got to pull back in the making. Guys, Tesla just breached that 456.25 level by 50 cents. Let's see if some real buyers step in and launch this thing. Hey, Rick, were you keeping your 200 up on MU? Pull back to 108. What did it get to? 108.08. Is that right? 108.06. There was your buy-in. Validation off 200, bounce, add over VWAP. There's the trade. I'm not sure if you hit that or not, but that's the setup. Kind of what I was looking to see. The undercut down to 108-ish. Bounce, we talked about it. I don't know if it took the trade or not, but that's what you want to see. Get an undercut, validate, get over that 108.50 VWAP, add, let it push, take off, I don't know, 109, partial, and then let it keep going. So an example of like a short that I'm worried about, right? I'm in Palo Alto. I saw it bounce 200 EMAs right at the VWAP. Bounce perfectly off of that. I need to see that snap for me to actually keep this position. Otherwise, I'm going to take a loss on it. Netflix, also kind of concerning, bouncing here off the 200. But I'm going to give it a little bit more just because, I'm seeing people trying to push it lower, see what happens. I think algos are keeping that particular stock above the 200. What I'm worried about is that triggers buyers. Also keeping an eye on coin right now, watching the 321 level, see if we get a pullback to the 321, maybe 320 and change and hold. If it holds, I may be considering going long Coinbase. Keeping an eye on Bitcoin futures as well. Still hanging on to Meta. See what happens. Bitcoin futures are moving higher. Printing all-time high today. 106,857 on Bitcoin, guys. $106,857. Incredible. Well, guys, how high does Tesla go now? Blue sky breakout. And if you're long, keep an eye on the SPY. 606.40. You do not want to see that break. Yeah, you've got the VWAP below it and the 200 below that, but you don't want to see 606.40 break. That'll trigger a sell-off. Not that we go to zero, but it'll definitely cause some selling. with this Palo Alto trade. I absolutely need to see it break below the VWAP right now, or I will be forced to trim it at a small loss. I'll keep some size in the event it does aim lower, but I don't like that I'm holding a pretty big position right now on Palo Alto. All right, coin might give me a second chance here. Let's keep an eye on it. Really want to see that 327, 328 level on it, given that Bitcoin is at all-time highs. Paying close attention to Netflix here. Again, it's a small position, but I don't want to give anything away. We're going to see what it does at 924. Nvidia now aiming lower. Likely going to snap that 131 here in a moment. We have the 6 and 3 month bill auction coming up in 4 minutes. I don't know if that's going to do a whole heck of a lot, to be honest. Markets, but keep an eye. Okay, I'm watching coin here to see if it holds. Decent pullback here. Watching the 321 level. Also keeping an eye on the SPY. If the SPY breaks at 606.40. I'll wait. Little game of patience today. Won't wait too much longer. We're green on the day. I don't want to risk, giving back a whole heck of a lot. But, the short trades I had in play right now are slightly red, with the exception of, some of the runners like on Meta. Barely hanging on to Netflix now. Just keeping an eye on the SPY to see how it behaves. All right, let's see what the SPY does here. 30 cents away. We bounce from that level. I'll probably take my first trade on coin. The good news is we have positions that if we pull back, we'll benefit from that, right? So we're seeing that now in the Qs. Watch the SPY here, 7 cents away. You want to see it hold 606.40. If it breaks down, we'll probably see some selling. No surprise. We're seeing it in Microsoft, seeing it in Tesla now. But again, we're all-time highs. So some profit taking makes sense. Now you look at names, you want to look around for potential short here. NVIDIA, obviously you've got to give it decent stop loss if you want to take it here, because you've seen they're playing games at this 131 level. But every time you see a red candle on the Qs, NVIDIA goes lower. Every time you see a green candle on the Qs, NVIDIA just kind of flattens. So look for kind of negative correlations there. I'm going to move my ad on Netflix to 920. If we get there. I don't know if it will. So choppy, such low volume could be a risky trade for me, but it's all right. So now coin just turned into a 50-50 trade for me. I might hold off. I want to see what the SPY does. We got down to 606.45 held. Let's see if it continues to hold there. If so, then yeah, I'll probably go long coin. Nice trade, Tricks. Thanks for posting. Nice trade. Might have missed my chance on coin, y'all. 3-2-1 level. SPY definitely trying to hold. Q's trying to aim to the all-time highs again. We're definitely see favorite names. You know, Google even moving well. Let's see. Yeah. Google approaching that $200 print. All right, y'all. I'm going to get close to probably trim up my position on Palo Alto in case it turns around. That'll be a small loss there. We'll keep the Netflix trade on. It's such a small position that I don't mind adding at 920 if we get there. And then I'll have a target basically at the close to get a partial. I'll take 80% off probably just because that trade's not really playing out the way I wanted it to. That might do it for me though, y'all. I think overall, some great trades. You had a couple losing trades, that's fine. But AV, what a mover. I mean, that I just, you know, knocked that one out of the park. So congrats for those who were able to take that right at the open. And keep an eye on that 606.40 level for the SPY. You know, I'll be around probably keeping an eye on it probably for the next 30 minutes or so, but we shall see. We shall see. So with that, if you guys have questions, you know where to find me. If not, we'll see you at the open tomorrow. Cheers. All right, looks like I'm going to load up a few put options here on the SPY. Keep it tight. Tomorrow expiration 607. Get them cheap. See what happens here. Target exit will be over previous high here. It looks like 607.05. We'll call it. So we print that, I'll dump them, but I have a feeling we're going to try that 606.40 again. Likely crack through. And then I don't know how deep of a cut we're going to get, but I think we'll start to roll over. One thing worth noting, pulled up Costco and Walmart. They're breaking out. So rotating into consumer could be interesting. I think with potential rate cuts coming. Seeing a big seller step up in Microsoft now.